Hello, I'm so excited about today's after video. My Hoover Sensotronic Total System 40 is done. Big thank you to Mr. James for getting this, and even bigger thank you to Mr. James for letting me have it in exchange for a significant amount of money off of his bill, because these don't just turn up every day. And this is such an absolute cracker. Now it's done. Let me take you on a detailed tour of it and show you what I've done, show you what it needs, and show you there's something still wrong with it. We'll go through that as well. Enjoy. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? Yes, it's such a dream machine for me. I do love the Sensotronics. I had that green System 2, the green Total, the first generation one, 20, probably System 20 or 30, and that was alright, but I don't know, I just prefer this generation. Especially since I had a System 50 years ago, back in the day, before I knew exactly what they were. So yes, this is the machine. As you know, it was filthy when we first saw it. It really was tragic. Heavy use this machine has had. I suppose a lot of it's going to be a bit boring because the ends have been washed and are now no longer covered in paint. But that's about it for those. The wands have been washed. The Turbo 300 head, however, come a bit closer, has been polished and looks gorgeous. Inside has all been lubricated, the bearings have been filled with grease, the cardboard packing has been renewed because it needs it. The only thing I haven't done is anything about the cable. If you remember, it did used to cut out. There is a problem with this cable, but I haven't touched it yet because whatever I do will shorten it dramatically, and obviously it's got this moulded end, so I'm going to try and live with it for now. Oh, hello. You weren't done up. Try and live with it for now, just because there's nothing else I can really do about that. So that's all that stuff. By the by, the machine itself, well, yes, this has seen heavy use. If we lift up the cover and show you, look, it is very shiny. Very shiny indeed. But if I tilt it up towards the light, it is still very scratched. This whole machine is all over. It's now glossy, but it is very scratched. It's also very faded. That should be nearly white. I mean, inside there's a fair idea of what it should be. So yes, we have the small tools, the dusting brush. There's a few weeks of life left on that. I'm certainly not going to, trash anything if I use it on it, but yeah. Crevice tool, I haven't actually looked for a better one. I probably might have one. I shall have a look, but yeah, that's the heavily used crevice tool and the brand new perfect condition upholstery tool. So yeah, still a couple of tools to find. They'll turn up. I'm not too worried about that. Inside, well, very spotless, very clean, very HEPA flowed. Yes, it's been HEPA flowed. This is the original bag slide just in there so it doesn't get lost. So yes, we have ourselves a HEPA flowed Sensotronic. I have left the Eric Grant sticker on. Oh, this is heavy. Just because it's in such good condition. It's a piece of the machine's history. It's staying on. The back, well, is still incredibly scuffed up on the edges. These machines were very heavy, so all up there has some very deep scratches where it's pulled itself around. But again, it's glossier, and that helps. over here, well, there's a bit of damage that I haven't noticed before. If you look at the Perspex cover for the button, look, there is a crack. Don't quite know how that happened, but the air freshener holder's had a fresh piece of foam. The other cover that was broken has been glued into place. You can see yet more of that damage there, look. It's a bit of a shame, but there's only so much you can do. There's also only so much I can do about this cord read one. It is evil. It's only held into place by being in the machine. As soon as you take it out, so I had to be very careful with it. I cable tied it together before it came off. And I've managed to retension it a little bit. And it's okay for the first bit of the cable, it's just this last bit. It does go in if you feed it in. Just. There we go. But I don't want to try and fix that and destroy everything else, because that would be tragic. What won't be tragic though is if we fix the hose, which is more difficult than it seems. There we go. And we'll connect this back up. Plug the cable in, which only goes in one way. Come on. There we are. And we'll turn the machine on and I'll show you how it sounds. Start it off on low. Let's just do the machine. So on low. And then ready. That's the only problem with this machine still. We'll talk about it later though, because you can see the LEDs now. Or I've even fixed the speed adjuster. This is just pushed on to something else and it has slid down, so I pulled it up and now it is usable. If I hold this, there we go. That. Oh well, hang on. We've caught something. If it's flickering on screen, it doesn't in real life. I think I've got two of the washers for the fan on the wrong way round. It's a brand new bearing and it sounds good when it's running, so I don't think it's anything too catastrophic in that sense. It is just what it is. I'll have a look at it one day. I'm not that fussed at the minute, I'm a bit busy, so it's fine like this. What I also did fix is the power switch. Don't know if you noticed before, but it is very cracked. Or was. I have Q-bonded it. It doesn't look lovely, but I'd rather it was completely solid, because obviously when was the last time you saw a white switch assembly? Also put a brand new genuine power switch in, because the old one, which I thought I actually kept around here, but I think I threw it away, it was jamming, and that's probably why that cracked. It's been jammed off, turn, you stupid machine. And so it broke that and the switch didn't do much good, so I've had a brand new switch in it as well. which is lovely. Oh, I've got to manually untwist the hose because this hose doesn't swivel. And we'll start it off in low and we'll do some cleaning. They say it's very quiet with the floor head off. Turn it on now. This is on low, it's lovely. Quite happily just potter away all day. Medium. And high. Now this turbo head is very, very nice, but it really isn't quite as nice as the generation before it. That was like having a Hoover Junior on the end of your one. It's still good. I mean, I think mine might be a little bit worn, although yeah, the brushes still have okay length, and it's got little built-in beta bars. But oh, it's still lovely to have it. The other thing this machine probably would have come with was a straight suction contour floor nozzle, of which I have my fairly knackered one here. So you could use it as a straight suction machine. Oh, that's a bit too strong. Well, there we go, that's better. I mean, you wouldn't use this head on carpet like this anyway. Because you can it's a bit that way, it'd be better for yes. Much better. So we'll pretend this goes with it now, because it can. But yeah, especially with any sort of carpet, the real hero, although the real pain is trying to plug this in without looking. The angle bit goes facing out and you just got to, there we go, wiggle it into place. Oh, look at that, look, it's jumping there. If you go really slowly, it does try and harden. It's not brilliant anyway. It even almost stands up by itself. There is a little spring in this, rather like vacuum survey, that's supposed to hold it and come back, but it doesn't. But it's not because anything's broken, it's just because it's worn. So I've taken the decision to leave it like that rather than try and fix it and then something else breaks. But it seems sensible enough, and we'll even put its floor head by it. Oh, I'm so chuffed to have this. It's so brilliant. Granted, it should be white. Don't know, we might have to see if Mr. Hoover fancies giving it a bit of a go next year, but we'll see. But for now, I'm just absolutely phenomenally happy to have it at all. I certainly won't be getting rid of it in a hurry now. Oh, it's also made in 1987. Can't remember, what did we date it at? Hang on. It dates to 1987, it dates to June. All of the parts, every date wheel, certainly on this, I don't think so much on the head, but certainly on this, was March, April, May 1987. And this was June. So it was it was a first quarter 1987 machine. I was a second quarter 1987 child. But there we go. Lovely machine. If I turn that off, it'll stop my light. Oh, it's fine. Stop my lights from being a bit weird. But you can see now those pedals that I can see on the screen are the same that you can see in real life. Bless it. But oh, it's going to be fun having it about now. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy. And I shall see you soon. Bye bye.